Hello, everybody, and welcome to this first part of my series of Top 11 tutorials. I'm your host, and I will be guiding you through the basics and some more advanced techniques to play this wonderful game. So here in this first video, we're just going to talk about the basic functionalities of the game, just basically what the buttons here on the home screen mean, these guys down here, where the most important functions are, and how to use them. We'll go more in depth with these in subsequent videos, so just look for those parts if you're looking for something more specific. So this is the home page. This is your club page. Here you can find important details like season stats, things like this. These buttons here at the top, if you want to see the matchup, you just click that and it will say little information about both your clubs for your next match. If you actually click on his logo, you'll get more information about things such as their stadium and their average quality, how they finished last season would be here. And so that would give you some more in-depth information about your next opponent. As for the actual buttons down here at the bottom, this one here takes you to your news. This is where the game will actually send you mail notifications. Some are quite important, some are not particularly important. If it has to do with your club, it will tell you, and then whatever you need to do, you push this button, it will take you to it. Something for your stadium, something for your lineup. Like here I had an injury, so if I needed to fix that, I would push this button here. To actually see your team, you push this button there. That will take you to your lineup. This is also where you will set your strategies. And you will also be able to see a lot more in-depth things such as statistics. We'll get into that in a future video, where we'll talk about all about these options here, which include your orders, setting your set play, personnel, captains, and what you want to be looking for when you do that. So we will definitely hit that a lot more in depth very soon. This button here is for training. This is very important. You'll spend a lot of time here if you want to have a successful team, because one of the most important things about Top 11 is you cannot just throw money on the team. You must train your players to do well. Otherwise, you'll just have teams like everybody else, or even weaker. So this is really, really important. And we'll get into what all these do and how to optimize this as well. This here is your schedule. So you'll be able to see past games, future games by day and time. The different colors represent different match types. We'll get into that as well a little later. You can also see your friends' matches if you want to watch and support one of your friends, or any matches that are currently running. I'll just click that. There's no matches going right now, but if there was, we could click on it and watch somebody else's match. Here's the standings for our different competitions. This is my league right now through 21 matches. Just some general statistics there. You get some stats here which are somewhat significant. Champions League and Cup if you're still in those. Here's the transfer market, which is also very important. We'll have a very long video regarding this. This is where you're going to acquire the vast majority of your players. So if you want a successful team, we'll definitely be spending a lot of time here. Again, we'll visit this in depth on a later video. Here we just want to kind of show you where everything is. Here's your finances. Also pretty important. The nice thing about this is it doesn't require a lot of thought. You just kind of optimize it at the beginning and just keep doing that. We'll definitely visit that. Here's your stadium. This is also really important to keep your stadium up to date. You also want to make sure you do it in the right order. If you do it in the incorrect order, you will either be missing out on important upgrades or ending up with things you don't really need. So you definitely want to tune in for that video as well to learn what are the most important upgrades on the stadium, as well as how to operate these things, because you actually receive things from your stadium, including players, which you may or may not want. So we'll discuss that as well. This button here takes you back to the home page. We've already been there, so we don't need to go there again. This here is your manager page, which just kind of talks about you. So here's my picture. It says how long I've played, my preferred formation and style. There's some little things here. If you do referrals, achievements, these are kind of cool. They basically show what all you've done and your levels. There's 16 of these. Some of them you want, some of them you don't want. So they're pretty cool. This is the most important one. You definitely want this one to get lit up. So that's by far the most difficult good one to get. So that's kind of the crown jewel of the game. So once this is lit up, you're pretty happy. But that's kind of the goal for the game, is to light up this guy and to win trophies, which you can visit on the home page. And then here's the club shop. This is pretty cool. You can buy jerseys. So if you want to do something like that, like create your own jersey, create your own emblem, you would do that through here. Also here, really important one is gifts. So if you want to send your friend a gift, you'd go through that. We'll discuss friends more in depth later. This button here adjusts language. So if you speak something cool like Suomi or Nederlands, or something really exotic like, I don't know how to say that, but it looks pretty cool. Vietnamese. It's a pretty nice language, I must say. So if you speak one of these very awesome languages, that's how you would set it. I'm going to leave mine in English, since that is the language I am most comfortable speaking in. And I think that will cater to the most number of people. So I will leave it in English, but if you want to change yours to another language, be my guest. This button here is like a camera. If you push this button here, it will actually take a picture of your top 11 screen, and you can upload it to Facebook. I don't have much use for that, but a lot of people do. So these buttons here purchase your packs. These are really important. You want as many of these as you can get. All three are very important. We'll talk about those way more in depth here in a future video. And same thing for over here. These three are pretty important. This tells you how many fans you have. Obviously, the more of those, the better. This is your money. You need money, obviously, to buy players, buy stadium upgrades, and also to pay your players. If you run out of money, you will lose players. The game will actually force you to sell players in order to save money and get money, so you definitely do not want to run out of money. And we will have a video discussing how to avoid doing that, how to optimize your money, and when it's a good time to start spending more, and when it's a good time to start spending less. And then here's the most important currency in the game. This is tokens. If you have no tokens, you can't really do much of anything in this game. So protect them with your life. Don't waste them. Use them only if you need them. Never spend them frivolously. Like, for example, this jersey here is 15 tokens. I have quite many tokens, but I don't really want to spend 15 tokens on a jersey. So that's the most important advice I can say as far as that. But if you push this button, it would actually take you to place you could buy some more, but that's not something I really need to do. So that concludes our first video, just a basic tutorial on the buttons that you see and the basic functions. In the next video, we're going to talk about setting the lineup and how to set your orders. So I encourage you to come back and check that one out. And I hope to see you for the next one. Thank you very much for watching.